Chapter 20. James. Getting over to Roxy, I don't even try to hide my anger. Fuck off, man. She has a boyfriend. Roxy turns to me.
They were only being nice, you prick.
I pull my girl closer to me and whisper, "Let's go. Don't mess up Liz's birthday." She just stands there looking at me. "Now, Roxanne Faith!" I see Derek next to Liz. I give her a smile and turn to leave. As I get to the side of the rink, Roxy starts.
What the hell, James?
I take off my skates. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I try not to yell.
They were only being nice.
Right, after the shit you said before you left?
You need to chill, James.
Fine, maybe I overreacted, but still, I say, standing to hug her. Turning to the rink, I see Derek falling, making Liz laugh. That really does hurt, I say, rubbing my back again. I notice Roxanne looking around. What are you looking for? I ask, looking around too. She doesn't answer, only sets to take off her skates, then takes my hand. Walking over to our parents, Roxanne whispers something in Brittany's ear, making her laugh. Putting something in her pocket, she pretty much pulls me behind her. I stop, making her turn to me. Where are we going? I say, folding my arms over my chest. Giving me a puppy face, she says,
What? Do you not trust me?
I always trust you, baby, I say.
Yeah, you showed that so much a few minutes ago.
Fuck. I just dropped my head. She really does have a point there. It's them I don't trust, Roxy, I say, feeling so bad now. Pulling my shirt until I lean down, my girl kisses me, then...
Follow me,
she whispers. I do as I'm told, following her out the door. We don't stop until we get to the SUV. Baby, if you forgot something, all you had to do was ask. I would have came and got it for you, I say, as she gets in, pulling my shirt. I climb in with her. Once I sit in the back, she closes the door. What the hell is she doing? My question is answered as she climbs on my lap, kissing my neck. No way in hell Brittany gave you the keys for this? I pan out.
She didn't. I told her I needed to get something out of my bag, so shut up.
She whispers in my ear, then nibbles on my ear. The hell with that. I take her shirt off, letting my hands roam her body.
Take these off,
Roxanne says, pulling on my jeans. I don't think twice before pulling them down, as she does the same. What the hell got into her? I will ask later. As she slides onto me, I don't even care right now, as she rides me. I leave a trail of kisses from her mouth to her breast. Sucking her nipple into my mouth, I hear her moan. Damn, Roxy. I pan out. I start to match her thrust with my own, upping the pleasure so much. After we both write out our releases, Roxanne pants.
That was amazing, James.
Hell yeah, is all I say, as she lays her head on my chest. Putting her clothes back on, I laugh. So, what did you tell your mom you was coming to get? She laughs.
To yell at you for being a prick?
I just laugh. Yelling my name?
Hey, I yelled.
She laughs. As we get out. You can yell at me like that anytime, I say, wrapping my arms around her, walking back inside. Given the keys back, Brittany asks,
So, not mad anymore?
I don't even say anything. I just laugh, walking over to my skates. I find Derek skating with his arm around Liz, making me smile. Getting the hang of it? I ask him. When your ass hurts bad enough, you get enough incentive to not fall, he says, making Liz laugh. I feel arms wrap around my waist. I look over my shoulder. Love you, I say to my girl.
Love you too,
she says, kissing my shoulder. We have a great rest of the night, skating around. Derek, when we get back to the house, we say bye to our parents. After they leave, we take over the couches and turn on a movie. I have no clue what the movie is, since all I can focus on is Liz drawing shapes on my chest and abs under the blanket. I look over to see Roxanne asleep, laying on James. He isn't far off himself. Are we sleeping in here too? I whisper to this amazing girl in my arms.
No.
She says, smiling, then stands up. I take her hand as she leads the way to her room. I close the door behind me, locking the door.
High hopes for tonight?
I hear behind me. I just laugh. Live with James long enough and you will understand. She just laughs.
Yeah, he does seem to like to scare y'all a lot.
I lay on the bed laughing. Looking up at Liz, she is pouting. What's wrong, baby? I say, getting closer.
Nothing.
She lies, so I tickle her.
Okay, stop, I can't breathe.
She laughs, so I stop, letting her catch her breath. Talk or I tickle, I say, laughing.
Maybe I had high hopes.
She whispers, so low I almost don't hear her. Did you want the same birthday gift you gave me? I tease, running my hand over her shirt. When I make it to the bottom of her shirt, I slide my hand under as her breath catches.
Something like that.
She pants as I undo her bra. We have a blissful ending to Elizabeth's Sweet 16.
Roxanne. Standing here waiting to board, Liz pulls out her ticket. Wait, this says first class. I just laugh. Well, yeah, we had it upgraded so you would be with us. She has a lost look on her face as Derek walks over.
What happened?
He asks. My ticket was upgraded. Derek laughs and says,
Yeah, they only fly first class. Trust me, it takes getting used to, that is for sure.
I have never flown first class, she says, looking down.
Me either, until I met these two.
He adds, pointing between me and James.
Okay, kids, ready to go?
Marcus says. James rolls his eyes while putting on his shades.
Call me a kid again, and you, sir, will need another job.
James says, totally playing. Marcus laughs as he walks behind us to the check-in counter.
Okay, all set, let's go.
He says, after getting us checked in. Walking on the plane to first class, Liz is wide-eyed to everything. Thank y'all for coming with me, she says, as we find our seats.
Thanks for asking,
James replies. Once James is in his seat and has a movie picked out, I cover up with my blanket, cuddling up onto him to go to sleep.
Wake up, baby. I need to get up,
I hear. Opening my eyes, I see James trying to get up. I'm comfy, I say in a baby voice.
Fine. How comfy will you be once I pee my pants?
He says, making me jump up. Derek starts to laugh as I stick my tongue out at him. I look over to see Liz cuddled up into Derek's side, asleep. She really likes you, I whisper, making him smile.
Feelings mutual, then,
he says back. Those two make a great pair, that is for sure. Finally landing in London, I am so glad to be off the plane. We go straight to the hotel to shower and get some rest before we go to Liz's family's house. I slept most of the flight, yet I still feel so tired, I say, laying on the bed.
Want me to run you a warm bath?
James asks, pulling the bathroom bag out of the suitcase. Please? I whine out to him. He smiles as he walks to the bathroom.
Can I join you?
He asks from the bathroom. Maybe, I tease. Just as I start to walk to the bathroom, I hear a knock on the door that joins our rooms. I turn to James.
Go get ready for your bath. I will get it,
he says. Thanks, babe, I say, giving him a kiss as I pass him.
James. Opening the door, I see Derek. Yes, I say. He looks behind him, then whispers, I forgot my shampoo. I just laugh as he adds, Hey, I packed my own bag. I walk to the suitcase to find an extra bottle that Roxanne usually has to find a bag that has Derek's name on it. Laughing, I walk over, handing it to him. Guess she thought of you too, I say. Thanks, he yells out to her.
Welcome!
Roxanne yells back. Is that all? I want to get in the bath with my girl. I tell him. Yep, I'm about to do the same, he says, walking away while laughing. As I walk in the bathroom, Roxy asks,
Thanks for what?
Bathroom bag. I laugh as she joins.
I figured he would forget, so I had Mom make an extra just in case.
She says, getting in the bath. Good thing we have you, I joke, getting in behind her.
What would y'all do without me?
Roxy laughs, leaning back on me. We would be screwed, that is for sure, I say, as I start to massage her breast. Laying her head back on my chest, she lets out a moan. After a long bath, we lay down for a nap, not even bothering to get dressed. I am woke up by a knock. Then, hey man, are y'all going, or did y'all just come to England to sleep? Fuck off! I grit out, cuddling back up to my girl. Nope, already did that. Now come on, get up, Derek says. I open my eyes to see Derek standing on my side of the bed, and Liz by the door with her eyes covered, making me laugh.
He is like an annoying brother that won't go away,
Roxanne says. Yup, now get up, Derek laughs.
Marcus, can you get them up?
Liz asks. I guess Marcus is standing in the other room. Hell no, he protests.
What, are you scared of James?
She teases. Yes, but for real. I don't know if baby girl has clothes on, and nope, I will stand here. We both just laugh as Derek says, nope, making Liz back out of the room. I just turn to Derek, seeing him smile. Don't care, not scared. Can we go now?
You know he won't go away until we get up,
Roxanne says, as she goes to set up, but I hold her down. Derek puts his hands up. Okay, I'll leave, but if I have to come back in here, the blanket comes off the bed. Laughing, he shuts the door.
I swear he is like an older version of you,
Roxy says, getting up. I'm not sure if that is a good thing or not. I laugh.
It's both,
she says, storming to the bathroom. I throw on some pants and go to the other room so Derek sees we are up, because he really will come back in here if I don't. See, up, I say, giving him a go-to-hell look. Damn, I was about to go in there and bounce on the bed. He laughs. You probably were, I grit out, slamming the door.
Liz, they get nicer the longer they are up, I ask.
They get nicer once they get coffee,
Derek says, hugging me, then adds,
They aren't that bad, really.
I know they aren't bad. From what I have learned of those two, they just really don't like to be woke up, that is for sure. After a few minutes, they walk into our room. The first thing Roxanne does is puts her arm around me and says, Please tell me they have coffee in England. I just laugh. First stop. Thank you so much, sister. I smile at the name. I have noticed these two take in people so easy and fast, or they did Derek and me. I even think Marcus is like a part of their little family. Stopping for coffee, I laugh at how all four of them turn their nose to anything that isn't black coffee. You would think for people that live a high lifestyle, they would love that overpriced stuff, but nope, they love the cheap plain coffee. After a coffee shop, we walk around for a while, taking pictures, just loving life. It has been years since I just walked around taking in the sights. Normally, I just go straight to my aunt and grandparents' house, stay a few days, not going anywhere, then go back to Blaine and Emily's house, never feeling like I belong anywhere. But with my new friends, I feel like me again. As we walk, I notice where we are and fight the tears. I wasn't paying attention. Stopping in front of a house that is still boarded up after all these years.
Are you okay?
Derek asks, putting his arms around me. I choke out, This was my house 6 years ago. Roxanne puts her arms around me. I'm sorry, she says, as she starts to cry.
We know the basic of what happened from Shelby,
James says, rubbing Roxanne's back. There is some stuff she doesn't even know, I say, trying to stop the tears.
If you want to share, we are here for you, sister. If you don't want to share, we are still here, and when you want to talk, we will always be here, no matter what.
James says. I just cry into Roxanne's shoulder. How can 3 people that barely know me be so nice?
I don't want to be rude here, guys, but we are starting to get people's attention, and I don't think that is wise in this state of emotion.
Marcus whispers behind us. I give a weak laugh, wiping my face. Come on, my aunt's cafe is just up here, a few more blocks, I say, pointing. So I know it's not much, but this is it, I say, stopping in front of a small cafe.
You said your aunt and grandparents live above the shop?
Derek asks. Yep, I say, feeling embarrassed.
Cool, let's go. I'm hungry.
James says, making us laugh. After we get food, I take everyone upstairs. Aunt Josephine, this is Faith Allen.
And bodyguard.
Marcus cuts in.
Dude, that makes you a part of the band.
James laughs. Nice to meet y'all, she says, so sweetly. Y'all must be tired. Come have a seat. Grandma Lily says, making me and Roxanne laugh, gaining us strange looks. That wasn't even a warm-up for those three, Roxanne says between laughs. But all three guys just shrug and set.
So, are y'all staying here?
Grandpa Fred asks. No, sir. We have a hotel across town for the 2 weeks we are here, I say, very nicely.
Baby girl, where's the bathroom?
Derek asks, looking like he is about to pee on himself. I laugh and point to the hall. The room with the toilet. Think you can find it? I joke, making Roxanne bust out laughing.
You two are so mean,
James says. Nope. Roxanne protests and sticks her tongue out at him.
So, sir, what do you do?
Grandpa Fred asks Marcus.
I protect these four.
He says, so proud. That has to be a full-time job. Aunt Josephine laughs.
Not really. I love my job,
he answers.
So, how did you come by this job?
Grandpa asks.
Well, I was road crew for Matthew Richardson for about a year, then got promoted to security. I worked my way up to second in command, and then almost a year ago, I was picked to be security for this band, sir.
He says with a smile.
How old are you, son? You don't look old enough.
Grandpa says, with a straight face. Marcus laughs.
I'm 21, sir. I will be 22 in just a few months.
That is so cool. Your boss must be genuinely nice to promote you so young. Aunt Josephine says with a smile. James laughs.
I don't care about his age. I like the job he does, and he is great company.
All three look between James and Marcus.
James is my boss.
Marcus says, not even ashamed to say that a 14-year-old kid is his boss. I thought you got lost. I laugh at Derek as he walks back into the living room.
Well, if you would have told me which door, I wouldn't have had to open every one,
he says, crossing his arms. Derek, there's only 4 doors. How hard could it be? I laugh as Roxanne joins.
I found your room,
he says with a huge smile. I lower my head. Okay, I didn't think that through. He starts to laugh.
How do you know it is her room?
James asks. Oh no. Here we go. James and Roxanne look confused as they stand to follow Derek. When he opens the door, I turn bright red. Why couldn't my aunt take this stuff down knowing y'all were coming? I whisper. I had taken a couple pictures of Derek when I first met him. When I came here for a week, I got the pictures printed, then hung them up. I have a few with both of us together, too. James turns to me with a huge smile.
Yup, your room, all right,
he says, not even trying to hold the laugh. Leave her alone, Roxanne defends me. I feel so embarrassed until Roxanne says, oh, so I guess every picture of me can be taken down at the house and on the bus?
Bullshit. No, they won't,
he says. Why not? Y'all are embarrassing Liz because she hung up pictures of a boy she likes, so why can't I take down pictures of me?
Sorry, Liz. We didn't mean to embarrass you. Honestly, this is great,
James says, sucking up to Roxanne. I smile at her. Don't buckle to these boys, girl, Roxanne says, grabbing my hand. As we walk back down the hall, I hear Derek.
She is going to turn her into another Roxanne. She isn't that bad,
James says with a laugh. We sit and talk for a few hours before we go back to the hotel for the night.
Derek, every day is the same. We get up, walk around for a while, go to the cafe, eat, visit, walk some more, go to the hotel. I am getting bored with this, and we still have another week before we go back home. Can we do something different today? I ask, as we get ready for the day.
Like what?
Roxanne asks. I don't know, just something different. I am bored with doing the same thing every day, I whine. Me too, James adds.
Hey, we passed a few people playing on the street yesterday. Can we do that?
Roxanne says, extremely excited.
That sounds fun,
Liz says, as we look up to Marcus. What? He says, looking up from his phone. Have you not been listening for the past few minutes? I ask. Not really, sorry, he says, putting his phone up. We want to go play on the street, James says. Okay, is all Marcus says, as he starts to round up our stuff. It's so cool, he never questions anything we do, as long as it won't get us hurt, that is. We find a nice place not far from the hotel to set up. I don't have a full set, guys, so remember that, I tell them, setting up my practice set. Liz, do you remember the music, or do you need the sheets? James asks Liz, pulling out some papers.
No, I'm good,
she says with a smile. Liz looks so scared, so I lean over to her. Are you okay? I ask, a little worried.
Yeah,
she whispers. Don't think of the people around you, I say, as Roxanne walks up to her.
I focus on James, that it's just us two and no one else in the world at that moment.
She says, then looks at me.
Play for him, no one else.
I give her a big smile, then think. What, so you just totally ignore me then? I pout, making the girls laugh.
No, I don't ignore you, I just focus on James is all.
She says, so you ignore me, I reply. Yes, man, on stage she does, but off stage she doesn't. So, don't be a baby, James laughs, then gives us the song order. We are going to play 4 songs in total, James finishes with, then adds, this isn't for them, this is for us, okay? So even if no one stops, we play all the songs. Just have fun. We all smile at him. Marcus pulls out his phone and stands out in front. Your parents want a video, is that okay? He asks. Okay, James says. So none of us protest. I zone out so much that I don't even notice the crowd of people that form around us as we play. When we finish the last song, everyone starts to cheer. Packing up our gear, I see money thrown in my case. I just smile and pack up my stuff. Looking at Liz, she seems to have the same in her case. At the hotel, is all I say. She doesn't say anything, just nods and finishes putting up her stuff. Marcus helps us take everything back to our room. That was great, guys, he says, walking into James and Roxanne's room. Liz walks over to our room. Sitting on the bed, she looks at her case. Everything in there is yours to keep, James says as he pulls the money from his case, dropping it into Liz's case. I do the same, then Roxanne. Liz starts to cry.
Y'all don't have to do that.
Call it payment for the show, James says back.
What do y'all get, then?
She asks.
We get to play with you, Liz. That is payment enough for me.
Roxanne says, then adds.
Look, we don't really care about money. It's not why we play. We play because it's what we love. We are set for life as it is, so it's not like we need the money. Soon, you will be too. So, keep the money or give it to your family here. The choice is yours to make.
After we all change, we lay on James's bed to watch movies for the rest of the night. Marcus goes to his room across the hall after the second movie because he kept dozing off. Liz fell asleep halfway through the second movie, but I waited until it was over to carry her to bed.
Roxanne, we enjoyed playing on the streets so much that we ended up spending our last week in London moving around the city playing. By the time we were ready to leave, Liz had a few thousand to give her aunt that turned into a huge cry fest. I am going to miss being able to play on the streets like that. Not having anyone tell us where or when to play. Getting to make our own rules, that was nice. But now it's back to Patrick having the say over what the band does. Although James really does fight him on a lot of stuff. On the flight, I see Marcus on the computer. Hey, what are you doing? I ask him.
So I started a fan page on social media for the band. So I'm loading the videos of y'all on there. That is so cool, man.
Derek says.
Yeah, it really is.
James says, as Marcus turns the computer to show the headline. Faith Allen jamming it up on the streets of London, England. There has already been hundreds of views and likes on the page. Wow, we have a ton of fans, I say with a laugh.
That y'all do. Everyone has great things to say about the band. Oh, and a lot of comments about the new member.
He says, smiling at Liz. What, me? She says, like she can't believe it. Marcus shows her a handful of comments where people were asking who she is, if she is a new member, what her name is.
I'm still working on it, but when I finish, it will have all 4 of your names on there.
James cuts him off.
All 5, man. You're a part of the band too, so there should be a picture of you and your name alongside the band, like you always are.
Marcus looks like he wants to cry as he chokes out,
Yes, sir. Hey, people are asking if we have shirts and stuff to sell for the band.
Derek says, looking at the site from his phone.
Working on that too.
Marcus says, wiping his face. He needs to be the band manager too. Liz laughs.
If I had it my way, he would.
James grits. I really don't think he likes Patrick very much. But I can see why, because Patrick treats him like a dumb kid that has no clue what he is doing. James is very smart, and really does know what he is doing. And for the things he doesn't know, he learns. Wow, my social media account is going through the roof with followers. Liz says, very shocked.
I linked each of your social media accounts to the band page.
Marcus says, enormously proud. When did you do all this? I ask, surprised myself.
I started working on it after the first show y'all did on the streets. I thought the fans would love it. You weren't wrong, my friend.
Derek says, patting his arm. James looks up, but before he can say anything, Marcus cuts in.
I will get it updated, James. I promise, okay?
With a smile, James sits back and finds a movie to watch as the rest of us look at the band page.